Hello, friends. Welcome to the This Is Gonna Hurt podcast. My name is Gordon Duncan. I'm the owner of Capitalize Marketing and Consulting, and this show is part of the larger Capitalize Your Best podcast network of shows. On Mondays, we have This Is Gonna Hurt, the show, which is our personal growth podcast, helping you make a better you. On Tuesdays, we have Coach Training Partners, which is a program that helps coaches create programs and grow their revenues. On Tuesday night, we have a live Capitalize coaching call within the Capitalize Your Best community. I'll tell you more about that at the end. And then on Wednesdays, we have Capitalize Your Best, which is our marketing and business growth show. And on Fridays, sometimes we have a pop culture podcast called You're Entitled to Your Opinion. Friends, thank you so much for tuning in. We appreciate your likes, your shares, your subscriptions. Let's jump right in. One thing that happens that you may not be aware of is that your body already knows all about your life. There's an intuitive connection between your body and what's happening outside, and also what's happening between your thoughts and the mental and spiritual approach you have in your life. This became painfully aware in my life when I was going through the worst of my seizures, is that I could not control either my mind or my body during that worst case of epilepsy. I was having seizures, I couldn't think, I couldn't run, and neither were working well. Well, as I gained my mind back, I recognized that the two were so intimately connected. How I thought affected my body, and if I was just so focused on trying to do things mentally, my body felt it. And there's a deep, intimate connection between the two. And when we're not aware of it, what happens is that we just push through, and our body knows what's going on, and there are possible side effects that could be terrible if you're not aware of them. And I'd like to help you with that. Your body knows when you're just mentally pushing through. Let's say you're in a difficult season personally. Maybe you have a relationship that is out of whack or out of sync. Maybe it's a very difficult season at work. And you're just like, I just got to do this. And you grind and you push through and you exert all of your willpower. What happens when you do that is cortisol rises in your body, and that stress rises in your body. And that mental push through might cause things like fatigue in your muscles, might cause you to have a lowered immune system and you catch a cold. You might have stomach problems. There's an intimate connection between what your mind is doing and what your body is experiencing. Your body knows when you push through. And the remedy for that is to make sure that the two are in harmony. If you're in a difficult season relationally, or if you're in a difficult season work-wise, it's incredibly important to be caring for your body, making sure you're eating and drinking well and getting sleep. Make sure that you're journaling or having a process where you can think through things so that your body doesn't carry the extended stress that you're working through in your mind. But when you don't do that, what happens is you just push through and you push through, and your body gets sick. It gets fatigued. You're going to be more open to being clumsy. You're going to be more open to getting a cold, whatever the case may be. Your body knows what your mind is going through, always. And the way to heal that is to make sure that the two are in tune in that difficult season. Your mind knows when physical pain shows up, right? If you get hurt physically, your mind goes, ow. It works the other way around as well. If you ignore physical pain, your brain is going to just experience more and more fatigue. Let me give you an example. Let's say you're in that difficult relational season or that difficult work season, and you're getting more tired and more tired, right? And you're like, I just got to keep going. I got to keep going. What happens is your brain is suffering a mental fatigue from your body. If it's taking more effort because your body is getting sick and you're ignoring it, then your brain is working harder. And the brain doesn't want to work hard. The brain wants to work as efficiently as possible. So if you ignore physical pain, it's going to show up. It's going to show up in more areas in your body. You're going to get more and more sick, or you're going to get more and more injured all over your body, and your brain is going to become more and more tired. And this leads to absolute disaster. Mental breakdowns, physical breakdowns, extended periods of depression, whatever the case may be. When we ignore one of those, if we ignore the physical pain, then our brain is going to be struggling and our brain won't be able to shut down at night, or we'll wind up taking on coping devices that are unhealthy. Again, putting the two in relation. If your body is suffering, then your mind has to process that and think through ways of care, and then think through ways of encouraging greater neuroflow and greater vascular flow, and encouraging healing that literally comes through thinking through ways in which you might relax. You might stretch, you might pray, you might meditate, you might sit still. This is why times away from our phones are so important, or times away from stressful inputs are so important, because if you ignore physical pain, it's going to show up in your physical body. The key to understanding that your body knows what your mind and your life is going through, the key is to treat your body as capital. Now, this is one of the ideas in the Capitalize Your Best Daily Reader. In that 365 reader, I talk about the 10 types of capital we all have. These are the things in which we presently possess that we can build upon. So you have mind capital and energy capital, you have money capital, and you have faith and spiritual capital, but you have body capital as well. That means you start at a certain place and you purposely choose to build your body up and not tear it down. So extended periods of not sleeping, when we have control over it, can't think that way. We got to think, I need the rest in my body so my mind will be active. When we get older, caring for your body becomes more and more of a part-time job. I mean, how am I going to find that physical care, whether it be in the gym or running or eating well, whatever the case may be, when we treat our bodies as capital and something we can grow, then we're going to be more present mentally. Then we're going to be able to work the long hours when they're necessary. But if we ignore body capital, what's going to happen is our body's going to get more sick. It's going to be more open to disease. It's going to be injured, whatever the case may be. When we ignore our body, it shows up in our mind, and the mind ignoring that is immediately going to show up in the body. Friends, if you've never explored understanding this connection, I encourage you to reach out. Aside from my work at Capitalize Marketing, I also own Capitalize Your Best Life, which is personal and performance coaching. And so we walk through people in multiple different ways. We have a 60-day video program. We have therapeutic conversations, which is a listening ear with an action plan. And then we have performance coaching, which is a custom designed program to help you meet your goals. If you would like to know about any of those coaching programs, reach out to me. But please know, friends, that your mind and your body are intimately connected, and your body knows everything that's going on in your life. And if you are ignoring either your mind or your body and those are out of sync, you are headed towards disaster. And I don't want to see that for you. So reach out, friends. I would love to help you. And I've got a free gift if you do. And I look forward to talking to you again next week. Thanks, friends. Bye-bye.